And then all together, inhale, bring hands to heart center. Again, before just jumping right into your mantra, it's nice just to hold this pose and this mudra for a few breaths. Once more, center yourself. Bring your mental focus to the Ajna chakra, and then share the pranava 3 times. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And one time, the longer version of the Guru mantra. Take a breath in. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahman, Tasma Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then your next exhale, open your eyes, release the pose. Let's come into child's pose with your knees nice and wide. Remember, this week we're doing a lot of restorative yoga practice. Today we'll focus a little bit more on opening up through the shoulders and the heart though. So as we're in our child's pose, just nice and easy, hold the pose. Allowing those big joints, hips, knees, and ankles, shoulders, and neck, just to ease into their position. Don't feel shy about using any props that you may need. Yeah, let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, come up to neutral tabletop. You may need to close your knees a little bit so that they're hip width apart, whether you're on your forearms or hands, that's fine. And let's begin for cow and cat. As you inhale, you look up. And exhale, curve into your cat, really tucking the pelvis, rounding the shoulders, tuck the chin. And continue, inhale. And exhale. Let's do 4 more on your own. Nice and mindfully, really feeling the movement of the spine, the movement of the breath. Do your best not to collapse through the shoulders. Keep a little bit of tension there. As you hold the pose, allow the spine to move around the shoulder joints. I've got 1 more, and then I'll meet you in the table time. And now meeting in a nice neutral tabletop. As you exhale, slide the butt back right into child's pose once more. Once you get into child's pose, with yourself rooted through the buttocks on the heels. Try and walk your fingers forward just a tiny bit more. Feel that lengthening not only the spine but in the shoulder girdle. And then hold. And let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more, inhale to neutral tabletop. Make adjustments for knees, hips, and needed. Coming to that neutral tabletop, really feel that your core is gently engaged and thread the needle with the right hand. Inhale, lift the right arm up, and as you exhale, thread that needle. And hold here. Now, even here, we try not to let our shoulders come to our ears, right? There's always an awareness of where your shoulders are and where your shoulder blade is resting. Stay here for a nice long count, just easing our body back into practice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's right back up. Back to neutral tabletop. Feel secure in your alignment. And then left side, inhale, left arm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, thread it through. Relax the shoulders away from your ears to really get a nice lengthening through this pose. Slow the breath for a count of 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to neutral tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Once your buttocks is on the heels, walk your fingers forward just a little bit more. Drop the head and hold. Four, 3, 2, 1. Coming into Vajrasana, but this time I really want you to keep your chin tucked and round your back as you come up. So as you inhale, tuck the chin, round the back, and rise up into your Vajrasana, sitting on your heels. If you get to the top, that's when you bring the shoulders down and the head of the knee. As you exhale, slide the hands down right into child's pose once more. That's your exhale. At the bottom, lengthen, walk the things a little bit more, and hold. Let's repeat. Inhale, tuck the chin, round the back and shoulders and rise up. And exhale, reverse all the way back down into your child's pose. Once you feel rooted through the heels and buttocks, stretch your fingers a little bit further and hold. Coming into a nice, easy downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, curl the toes under and push back into downward facing dog or dolphin like I do. Allow the head to fall down towards the mat. You can even tuck the chin to feel a little greater lengthening from tailbone to top of head. Keep pushing through the shoulders, meaning pushing away from the mat. Let's hold here. It'll be a short count, first one of the day for 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, bring the knees down and come right into child's pose once more. Hold your child's pose. Inhale, let's rise up to Vajrasana once more, sitting on our heels. Once you're there, roll the shoulders up and back, close the eyes, and hold. On your next exhale, go ahead, open the eyes, but hold the pose. Now, if you're comfortable sitting like this, which is a really nice pose for rejuvenating the legs, go ahead. If it's not comfortable, come into a cross-legged position. Extend the arms out to the sides, open the palms. Inhale, both arms up. This time, as we exhale, bend the elbows and come into our scarecrow pose. Bringing the focus to the movement of the shoulder. As you inhale, you bring your palms behind you. And as you exhale, you bring them back up, doing our best to keep our shoulders nice and still. Ready? Inhale down. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead, 4 more times on your own. If you're finding this challenging, think about your shoulder blades. Keep them nice and still, letting them fall down the spine and towards the spine. Got 1 more, and then I'll meet you. And let's all meet in scarecrow pose. From here, inhale, we bring our elbows in front, and exhale, we open up. Again, do your best to relax between the neck and the shoulder, okay? Inhale together. And exhale. Inhale. So I have a little bit of momentum focus. Exhale. Go ahead on your own. On my shoulder blades. That's where I'm thinking about right now as I do this. And that keeps my shoulders nice and relaxed as I go through the movements. Let's do 2 more. From here, inhale, arms up. As you exhale, turn the palms down. Float the arms to the side and now behind you. Clasp the arms, the hands. Bring the shoulders down. Shine the heart without arching the back. Hold here. So there's some nice pressure here in my hands as I'm bringing the hands away from my body, but I'm not arching my back. Forward fold. Take a breath in. As you exhale, forward fold. Keep the pressure and tension of those hands going up towards the sky as you come down. Forward here. 4, 3, 2, One, now do your best not to let your shoulders creep up to your ears as you lift the head off the mat, and then inhale, rise back up. And exhale, release the hands, bring the hands in front of you as you exhale, child's pose. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up to the restorative. And let's repeat what we just did with our shoulders behind us. Extend the arms to the sides, roll the shoulders up and back, open the palms. Inhale the arms up overhead. As you exhale, release the hands down to the side, scoop them behind you, clasp the hands, bring those shoulders down, don't arch the back. Take a breath in and exhale, forward fold. And let's hold for 8. Keep the tension going. Really lifting those hands up towards the sky. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the head off the mat. And you're using your core muscles to help you get up. As you inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands in front, and exhale to child's pose. And let's hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And last time, inhale, rise up to Virasana. And on your next exhale, go ahead and release the pose. Come into Dandasana, stack pose. And if you have some blocks, bring your blocks with you. Let's get this way. Let's put our blocks on either side of our feet. Sitting in Dandasana. Now you can sit in Dandasana with your fingers pointing towards the feet, in line with your hips, roll the shoulders up and back. Really think about lifting through the spine. Or you can see, can you do it without your hands? You still feel nice and stable without your hands. To sit in Dandasana, close your eyes. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into Paschimottanasana. Forward fold. So, toes, knees, hips are nicely squared off. You can feel your sits bones underneath you. Hands on either side of your knee. Sit up nice and tall, take a breath in. As you exhale, walk your fingers forward into a nice forward fold. It's the first one of the day, so wherever you are is good. Take those shoulders, take them away from your ears. And let's just hold here. Remember, it's the first one of the day, so no pushing, just relax into it. With every exhale you take, just let go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now to come out, lift the head. See if you can lengthen the back by bringing a little bit more contact of your belly and your chest on the thighs. And then inhale, rise up, let your hands support you. This is simple. All right, look at your computer screen and see what I need to do with the blocks. So I inhale, as I exhale, I come down into my forward fold. I'm going to place my blocks and decide, where they need to be. As I inhale again, I lift my head and again, try and bring more contact on my belly and chest here. And I have my hands on my blocks to give a little bit of a counter tension, so I can lengthen over my feet. And then as I exhale, I drop the head and come down. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, come down. All right, that's what we're going to do together. So let's come into position. Dandasana once more, feel nice and comfortable. Hands on either side of my knees, roll the shoulders up and down. Take a breath in. Exhale, walk forward into your forward fold. Inhale, look up, lengthen, lengthen. And then exhale, release down. Go ahead on your own breath, inhale up, lengthen. And exhale down. Go ahead, let's do that 4 more times on your own breath. I've got 1 more, and I'll meet you. And just stay in a nice, long forward fold where you had your exhale. And then hold. Stay here nice and quiet as best you can. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. To come up, lift the head, plant your hands on the floor for stability. And then inhale, rise up. At the top, let's stay in our Dandasana, stand closed. Eyes are closed, soft deep breath. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you exhale, release the pose. And let's come into restorative, head to knee pose with the left knee forward, bend the right knee, bring the right foot inside the left hip. Now, ideally, we'd like our hips to be squared off. Sometimes this isn't possible. You might need to open up the left foot a little bit, or even the right. In this position, revolves restorative. Usually we just do a forward fold. This time, we're going to do a bit of a spinal twist. That's going to help open up the shoulders and the back and the hip a little bit more. So the left leg is forward. Look at your left leg. Toe, knee, hip. You're satisfied. You can feel your sits bones underneath you. Left hand crosses over the body. Right hand extended, open up the palm. Inhale the right arm up. Now, in this position, I'm going to turn my torso towards that right knee. And this is a bit of a side bend towards the left leg as I exhale. I want to do my best not to let this right arm, this right shoulder come forward. Keep it in a nice line with my left. All right, so we're all in position. Take a breath in. As you exhale, it's a side bend over that left foot. Good. Hold there. See, sometimes when we have a lot of flexibility in our hamstrings, we are tempted to close that right shoulder and come down, but then I'm no longer in a revolving position. I want to have a nice bit of a spinal twist. I really feel a beautiful lengthening on the right side of my body. Let's hold here. You can look underneath your right armpit. That helps keep the alignment of the neck and the spine all the way down to the sits bones. Keep shining the heart so we don't collapse in the upper back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise on up. And as you exhale, release both hands, and let's bring both hands now to either side of the left knee. So now you can really feel the difference as we do a forward fold here. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, walk your fingers forward, coming to that forward fold. See the difference? Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on, lift the head, light in the back, and then inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the pose, and let's switch legs. So now the left leg is extended, the right knee is bent, left foot is against the right thigh. Take the time to adjust your position and feel happy with your alignment before we do anything. Okay, revolve Janusrasana. Take your right arm, cross it over the body. Extend the left arm to the side, open up the palm. Inhale the left arm up, and now turn the torso towards that left knee. As you exhale, it's a bit of a side bend over that right leg. So I'm still lifting out of my hips, extending the spine, and then finding this nice side bend over the right leg. Root through your hips. Don't let them come off the mat. Do your best to be mindful and imagine that beautiful line from your tailbone, spine, neck, top of head, even though you're in this bit of a twist. You're going to feel the lengthening where you root down in the left hip, all the way on the oblique side of the torso. This is really good if you have a bit of scoliosis too, whether it's through age or any other reason. This is going to help lengthen some of those shortened muscles. Let's hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, slowly rise up, keep extending up. As you rise to your sitting position and release your hands. Now let's turn the torso towards the right knee, hands on either side of the right knee. Roll those shoulders up and back. Really feel nice and extended and long. Forward fold. Take a breath in. And exhale, forward fold. So the goal in yoga, one of the goals when we do our physical practice is to be nicely balanced on the left side and the right side. So especially when we do these revolved forward folds, we find out if we're a little looser on the right side or the left side, or vice versa. And this is a nice way to bring balance to our body and to the tension that we hold. And let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, lift the head, lengthen a little bit more. Use your hands, inhale, come all the way up. Throw the shoulders up and back. Just hold here, shine the heart. Exhale, choose. Coming into pigeon pose. Our left knee is already nicely bent, so all we need to do is take that right leg, swing it behind us, and come right into pigeon pose. As you come into your pose, ideally your hands, fingertips are in line with that left knee. As you come up, the heart, shine the heart. You may need to have your hands a little bit in front of you like I do. I don't have that flexibility in my back. Let's hold the pigeon. We're doing our best to keep our right hip point down towards the mat. Shine the heart, roll the shoulders up and back. Think about again that you are rooting through the pelvis, lifting and extending the spine. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into a seated spinal twist, allow yourself to roll over that left butt. Take that right leg, swing it forward, all the way in front. Bend the right knee and bring the right foot on the opposite side of your left knee. Then sit on both sit bones. You may need to move your left foot. Take your left arm, hug that left knee towards the chest, but don't lose the integrity of your back. You don't want to be rounded like this. You want to have a nice straight back as you do it. Extend the right arm to the side. Open the right palm. Inhale the right palm up. At the top, once more, let's bring those shoulders in line. Feel rooted through your sits bones. And now inhale, grow tall. As you exhale from the waist, find the twist to the right. Inhale, grow tall once more. Exhale, release the hand down behind you. You're in your twist. Bring the shoulders behind you. And hold. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out, open the right palm, inhale the right palm up, arm up. As you exhale, come back to center and release. All right, let's change sides. Now, right-sided pigeon, your right knee is forward. Extend that left leg behind you. Come into position, doing our best to keep our hips squared down towards the mat. Come up onto our hands, shine the heart. So we need to relieve tension in the front of our body to really extend up. Let go of tension in the hips so that we can root through the pelvis. Allow the back to extend, lift from the tailbone up. Shine the heart. Hold. As you exhale, just allow the body to sink into the mat, even as you keep shining the heart up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow the body to fall onto the right hip. Swing that left leg to the side, in the front, bend the left knee, bring the left foot on the outside of your right knee. Setting up for a nice final twist here. Let's take the right arm and hug the right knee towards the chest. Roll the shoulders up and back. Extend the left arm to the sides, open up the left palm. Inhale the left palm up overhead. Roll those shoulders back into position. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find the twist. Stay here, root through the hips. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, bring the left arm behind you, find the twist. And hold. Counting down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, open up the left palm, inhale the left arm up behind you. Exhale, come back to center and release. Let's go ahead and extend both legs, maybe shake it out a little bit if it's a bit challenging on the knees and hips. All right, go ahead and find your block. We're going to be focusing on opening up the middle and upper chest. So our block is going to go right in between our shoulder blades, more or less. You have to figure that out for yourself so that when you are laying down, you can nicely open your arms to the sides, palms up, and let the head drop back. Sometimes we need 2 blocks, one underneath our back, upper back, and another one for our head. All righty? So let's come into position. I'll meet you there. It's different for different people and every day, actually. What you don't want is strain and stress, okay? You want to feel a nice opening, but not to the point where it's really uncomfortable. Once you come into position, you decide if you'd like to keep your feet planted on the mat with knees bent, or if you want to extend your legs. Extending the legs is going to create a little bit more opening. With your hands, extend them out to the sides, palms up. And once you're here, try not to remove the head from side to side. Allow the legs to relax, letting them fall to the sides. Now that we're all in position, do your best to follow the path of your breath. Just that focus on your breath is going to help relax the body even more. And let's hold this for a count of 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out of this position, first bend your knees, plant your feet so that you're nice and stable. Take your hands behind your head. Help lift your head to tuck the chin. Now you're looking right down your body. Keep one hand on your head. Take the other hand to the mat and then just sit up. Now, let's see if we can take that block from the shortest side and bring it up to the next middle height, okay? So from here, we bring it to here. So place your block, carefully come down onto your forearms first, feel where you're at. And then gently come down into the position. If your head doesn't reach the ground, you may want to put another block underneath your neck or your head, or reposition the block behind your back. Bring it a little closer to your butt. Once you get in position, again, you decide if you want to extend the legs. Extend the arms to the sides. This is a deeper pose for most of us. If you feel any tingling down your spine or legs, that means you're impinging a nerve, so that's not good. So come up and come to the original position, change the block. Let's hold here. It really feels nice to open up the heart if you can. Just relax into it. Counting down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now it's safe to come out, bring your hands down to the mat by your hips, palms down. Bend both knees, plant the feet. Take one hand behind your head. Tuck the chin with the head off the mat. And then inhale, sit up. Great. Let's just sort of reverse and do the opposite of what we did. And let's put our block underneath our tailbone area for a nice supported bridge. So now I'm having the weight on the top of my shoulders and the back of my head, right? So you take your block, put it underneath your butt, where there is no pressure on the lower back when you extend both legs down the mat. If you're feeling some pressure, you need to move the block either towards your head or towards your butt, okay? Once you figure that out where it feels good, bend the knees again and plant the feet. Inhale the arms up towards the sky and then exhale them behind you. Palms up. Maybe you need to scoot your shoulders away from your ears. So this is a really nice supported bridge pose on the lower side of our block. And I can feel that my chin is slightly tucked and I can feel the pressure on the upper back shoulders. The nice counter to that heart opener that we just did. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the block a little bit on the higher side. So release the hands to your block. Come up on your toes, lift the hips. And let's change the block. So we're a little bit higher now. Now you're going to notice in this position, your chin is tucked even more. A little more pressure on that, on the upper back. When you feel comfortable, release the hands up and overhead. So unlike the heart opener, where we had our neck extended in the front, now we are tucking the chin. Let's stay here. You also can feel the difference in the position of the shoulders. Have more of a closed position rather than open, like we did in the heart opening. 4, 3, 2, 1. To come out, release the hands to the block. And if you'd like, let's come up to the highest position on your block. You have to come up onto your toes. And then place the block. Find that place in your tailbone. The last 5 vertebrae don't move, they're fused together. That's a nice solid place where you put the block. Now, if you're feeling good and stable, you can release your hands overhead. If not, keep holding onto the block. And let's just enjoy this position. Your chin is really tucking towards the sternum. You'll maybe feel a change in the rhythm of your breath just because of the position of the torso. Let's hold here for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, come out, release the hands to your block. Lift up onto your toes, remove the block all the way this time. Bring the butt down to the mat. And then knees to chest. And just roll from side to side. All together, let's meet in the middle of stillness. And do our best to have contact from the tailbone all the way up the spine to the back of the head. It means we really need to relax through the sit girdle to allow the hip to fall down, even as we bring the knee towards the chest, okay? Take those shoulders and lay them down on the mat. Just giving a nice support to the spine now. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into position for a nice easy spinal twist, release the hands to the mat, palms up. Bring the knees so that they're floating over the hips. And then as you exhale, knees fall to the right, move to the left. Nice spinal twist. Now we've had a nice session where we move the spine in all the directions. And as the spine is moved to the hips and the shoulders and the neck, we've also had some nice movement. Let's hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to the center all together, take a breath in, exhale, contract, tilt, roll to center. And then on your next exhale, knees left, you look right. And counting down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center, take a breath in, and tilt and contract, tilt, roll to center. Inhale your hands to knees and exhale, knees to chest. Give that nice support to the total spine as best as you can right here in this position. Bring both hands to the left knee, and this time raising the right leg up towards the sky. As you inhale, extend that right knee up towards the sky. Now change hands and bring your hands to the right leg, either behind the thigh or perhaps the calf or the ankle. Take that left leg, as you exhale, extend it down the mat. Square off the hips. So left leg is straight, right leg is straight. Both ankles are flexed. Use your abdominal muscles as you exhale. Bring your head towards the right knee. Do your best in this position to keep your left leg, left buttocks in contact with the mat. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the torso exactly where it is. And as you exhale, release the right leg down and bring the left leg up. So now we're just in the reverse position. Hold here. Try not to let your shoulders creep up. Keep them down. Let's hold this. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, keep the torso up, keep looking at your toes. As you exhale, release the left leg down the mat. Hands are resting on the mat, palms down. As you exhale, gently release the head down to the mat. On your next exhale, relax the legs, let them fall from the outside. Open the palms up towards the sky. And we're in Savasana. You can enjoy Savasana a little bit longer today, please do so. If you're ready to come out, let's bring our hands to our belly. And switch our focus now to just feeling the rhythm of our breath. Expand that focus to movement of the toes. Keep expanding your awareness and mental activity as you bring movement to ankles, fingers and wrists, knees and elbows, shoulders and hips, spine and neck. The way we enter Savasana, hold it, and come out of Savasana, that's all part of your practice. It's all part of that mental focus and becoming aware of how we influence energy and movement in our body. And then all together, let's roll over to one side. Again, noticing how our mental activity and breath changes with movement and stillness. With the help of your hands, as you exhale, let's sit up. You come into your comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands into Chin Mudra. Taking time to find that nice extended spine where you feel nice and steady over your sits bones. Breath is nice and easy. All together, inhale, bring hands to heart center and sharing the pranava one time. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, let's bow down to the teacher within us. And inhale, come back up. Open the eyes, we're in full awareness. Namaste.